The earliest witness was an ordinary man named Edwin. He was not a soldier, not an investigator, not a priest, not a hero. He was simply walking home through the rain. That night, the storm had filled the streets with cold water and dockside salt. The lamps along the old district flickered in the wind, and every window seemed to hold a little darkness behind the glass. Edwin took Graylamp Alley because it was shorter. That was all. A shorter road, a smaller name, a way home he had taken before. At the far end of the alley stood an old street lamp, broken for years. It did not shine properly. It only blinked now and then like something struggling to remember how light worked. That was when Edwin heard the singing. It was faint, so faint that he almost blamed the rain. It did not sound like someone standing in the alley. It sounded like a voice caught inside the bricks, inside the drain pipes, inside the wet walls. A woman's note, thin and distant, almost human. Edwin stopped. Beyond the steam and rain, he thought he saw a shape near the end of the alley. Not a woman, not exactly. More like the memory of someone standing where no one should be. He did not move closer. He did not call out. He simply lowered his head and walked faster. But from that night onward, Edwin knew something had changed. The world had not broken open. Not yet. But there was a crack in it now, and he had heard something breathing through the crack. The next morning, the owner of the grocery shop near the mouth of Graylamp Alley became the first recorded victim. His name was Mercer. Everyone knew him. He opened his shop before dawn. He sold tobacco, bread, lamp oil, cheap soap, and small paper parcels of salt. He knew every factory worker, every errand boy, every tired woman buying food on credit before payday. But that morning, Mercer did not greet anyone. At first, people thought his throat was sore. Then they saw his face. His mouth opened wide, his jaw trembled, his neck strained as if he was shouting. But nothing came out. Not a whisper. Not a breath shaped into words. Nothing. There was no injury, no swelling, no fever. His voice was simply gone. When they gave him paper, Mercer pressed the pencil so hard it nearly tore through the page. He wrote only one sentence. She's still singing. The words were bent, uneven, and dark. Not written like a message, written like a warning. By midday, people stopped using Graylamp Alley. By evening, some claimed they could hear something from the drains when the rainwater moved beneath the street. By nightfall, Edwin understood that what he heard had not been a dream. Something had followed him out of the alley. Or worse, something had already been waiting there for years.
Edwin tried to ignore it. For 3 days he told himself it was damp air, old walls, fear spreading through a poor district. Cities make strange sounds at night. Pipes knock, boards swell, windows tremble. Dogs refuse streets for reasons no one understands. But then Edwin woke before dawn, humming a melody he did not know. The tune was unfinished. Only a few notes. soft, wrong, almost beautiful. And it frightened him more than any scream could have. That was when he began to investigate Graylamp Alley. He spoke to old residents. He searched storage rooms. He asked questions in places where people stopped talking the moment the alley was mentioned. At first, the answers were small. The alley had once been cleaner. There'd once been candles in the windows. There'd once been a small worship hall near the far wall. There had once been a children's choir. Then one wet year, something happened. The choir stopped singing for half a month. Several officials came at night. Boxes of records were removed. A section of the building was sealed, and after that, no one spoke clearly about what had changed. Edwin found an old photograph in a locked drawer beneath a damaged hymn book. In the photograph, a girl's choir stood in 2 rows. Gray and white dresses, still faces, hands folded carefully. But one girl's face had been scratched away. Not the whole photograph, only her. Someone had tried to erase her quickly, almost violently, but they had not erased enough. Her eyes were still partly visible. And when Edwin looked at them too long, he felt the melody return. Not in his ears, in his throat. The next clue was a hymn sheet. It had been burned at the corner, then folded and hidden inside the lining of an old box. Several notes had been scraped away. A line of text had been cut out. A date had been removed from the margin. This was not damage. This was correction. Someone had tried to remove a song from the world. But music is not like paper. You can burn a page. You can scratch out a name. You can silence a witness. But if a song has entered enough mouths, enough walls, enough frightened memories, something of it may remain. Edwin began to believe that Graylamp Alley was not haunted by a ghost. It was haunted by a mistake. Years ago, there had been a ritual involving song memory and invocation. The choir had not been singing only for worship. Their voices had been used as a medium, a vessel, a door. And when the ritual failed, something did not close properly. The girl whose face had been scratched from the photograph may not have been the villain. She may not even have been the sacrifice. She may have been the place where the accident escaped. Afterward, the authorities sealed the room. The records were altered. The hymn was damaged. The witnesses were pressured into silence. But the sound remained. In the plaster, in the brick, in the wet stone, in the old lamp wires above the alley. It waited there, without a body. Not alive, not dead, not singing. Exactly. Remembering how to sing. And now it had begun borrowing voices. The incident changed on the night of the second storm. The rain came harder than before. It hammered rooftops, filled gutters, ran down the walls like black glass. And then, at the far end of Graylamp Alley, the broken street lamp lit again. People saw it from their windows. a sick gray-yellow light, too weak to comfort anyone, too steady to be natural. Then the silent ones began to walk. Mercer came first, then a seamstress from the 3rd floor, then an old dock hand, then a boy who had lost his voice only that morning. They walked without speaking. Their mouths were open, their arms hung low. Their eyes did not seem asleep, but they did not seem fully awake either. They moved toward the alley as if answering a call. Edwin should have run. He knew that. Every living instinct in him told him to turn away, close the door, and survive. But fear does not always push a person back. Sometimes fear pulls. And Edwin followed them into Graylamp Alley. The street seemed longer than before. The rain sounded wrong. The walls leaned inward. The light at the end of the alley pulsed above the old sealed building where swollen boards had finally split under years of damp and rot. Behind them was stone, old stone, blackened by candle smoke, marked with symbols cut deep into the wall. The place where the choir had once stood, the place where the ritual had never truly ended. And there, Edwin saw it. Not a woman in white, not a spirit with a face, not a monster he could name. He saw a wound made of sound, a rupture in the air, shaped like a song that had been held too long in the wrong part of the world. It was not singing, not the way the living sing. It was the memory of singing, trying to pass for truth. Every missing voice leaned toward it. Every breath was counted. Every silent throat became a doorway. And then Edwin felt a note turn inside his own chest. Not music, a hand, searching for somewhere to rest. He tried to speak. The alley spoke first. He tried to call for help. The sound grew worse. For one moment he saw the scratched out girl's face in the rainwater on the floor. Then in the broken light, then in the dark between the mouths of the silent. And each time, the face was less human. Not because it was evil, because it had been left unfinished for too long. No one knows exactly how Edwin escaped. He remembered falling. He remembered biting his tongue hard enough to taste blood. He remembered crawling toward the mouth of the alley while the rain struck his back. He remembered reaching the street with half his breath and shaking teeth. Behind him, the gray lamp dimmed. The silent ones collapsed where they stood. The rain continued, but something in it sounded different. Edwin survived. But survival is not always the same as escape. After that night, he could no longer hear rain as ordinary rain. Water and pipes carried rhythm. Window glass held echoes. Old walls seemed to wait for breath. And sometimes, just before sleep, Edwin heard a woman's voice far away. Still singing, still unfinished, still looking for a way back. The Graylamp Alley Voiceless Incident did not end that night. That was only the moment it became impossible to dismiss. A common alley, a sealed ritual site, an altered hymn, a scratched out choir photograph, multiple victims without voices, one surviving witness, and a sound rupture beneath the old district. This was no longer a local illness.
No longer a rumor. No longer something that could be explained by damp weather, bad lungs, or frightened imagination. After Edwin's testimony, the area was quietly sealed. Residents were relocated. Records were restricted. Medical explanations were prepared for public use. The damaged hymn sheet disappeared from civilian archives, and the name Graylamp Alley was removed from several public maps. The official organizations arrived later. They did not come with bells. They did not come with public warnings. They came at night under rain with covered lanterns and sealed instruments. Because some truths are not hidden to protect power. Some truths are hidden because knowing them gives the thing beneath the world another mouth. And somewhere below the old brick, behind the wet stone and dead wires, the song remained, waiting. Not for worship, not for mercy, only for breath. The last civilian note in the Graylamp file was attributed to Edwin himself. It read, "I do not know who she used to be. I only know she is there again."